Today is all about understanding the KO2. I'm going to be looking at its intricacies a little more and just trying to wrap my head around the workflow. We're going to do some sampling. Should be a pretty good time. But really quick, I do need to shout out today's patron, and that shout out goes to Jean David Palmer. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So even though you're watching this video 2 days after my initial thoughts video on the KO2, where I finally got my hands on one, it's actually been almost 2 weeks since I filmed that video. I took a little vacation to New Mexico to visit my in-laws. I did bring the KO2 with me, however, while I had planned on using it a bunch on that trip, I only used it for about 20 minutes. That's okay, I wound up having just an excellent trip. It was such a fun time. But now we're back in the studio, back from vacation, and it is time to learn this thing. So I've got a completely blank song pulled up, and I did that by holding main, and then, I went to song 6, which is just done like that. I also just noticed this battery icon. I'm not sure if it's always there or if that means I'm running low on batteries. I'm running on AAAs right now. If it dies, I'll just plug in a USB power bank. Anyway, I want to sample the PO20 arcade into the KO2 and then sort of make a chiptune-esque song. I figured chiptune would be a pretty fun genre. I'm not sure, something about having these handheld battery-powered devices really just makes me feel like chiptune creation. I'm guessing probably it has to do with playing my Game Boy Pocket as a kid. I don't know. So I've got 4 different groups that I can work with. These are groups of samples. Each group has up to 12 samples. And I'm going to start by putting my drums on group A. I'm going to put this kick drum right here. And I believe to do that, I just hit sample. And then I hold a pad. Yeah. Okay, that was easy enough. Let's get our snare drum sound, which I always use this one here. Yeah, we'll put that right here. Okay. And then I use this one for my hi-hat. We're going to put that right here. And then I'm going to do an open hat right here. And then even though that open hat is still pretty short, I think I want to try and put it in a mute group just so I can learn how. So I think I go shift sound, and then I think I select group. Yeah, right there. Okay, did that do it? Yes, it did. Okay, cool. I'm going to turn up the volume on these here. And I also want to adjust the length of the sample. And I think I can probably do that from the edit page here. I think this is the trim. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Okay, let's get some melodic elements now. So we're going to go to group B. And sounds like we've got some delay going on here, so I'm going to hit effects and turn the slider down. And I'm not sure why they're coming through like that. We'll just turn it off like that, I guess. Sure. I'm sure I missed something there. That's okay. I've got all of these sounds set to A, which is the note I want. So let's go ahead and sample here. So I'll put our bass right here. Oh, I hit record. Shoot. Still learning. So I want to put the bass right here, so I'm going to hit sample. Okay. Okay, so we've got our bass sound. Let's go and set this to... whoop, not pan. Let's go ahead and set this to legato. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and lower the octave. Okay, cool. Then we'll turn it up here. You can also see I've got my keys laid out to a minor key. That was one of the few things I did on the vacation, and I can't remember how. So I'm just going to roll with it for now. But I know I did it, and I know it works for me. So let's sample something else now. Okay. Okay, we've got our melodic stuff in here now. Let's also go ahead and grab a chord. I know I want chord number 9. That's A minor. I just now realized that I've been filming for 15 minutes and we haven't even done anything yet, which, I'm not going to lie, it's pretty discouraging. This is in no way intuitive, especially compared to something like the PO33. This is definitely something you really have to get used to. Okay, I'm just going to let this play. We're going to sample. Okay, there we go. I'm going to grab chord number 6, which is a G major. All right, that should do it for the PO20. So let's go in now and set the mute groups for those two chords. So to do that, it's Shift and Sound. I hope that those mute groups are different than the one in this group. Okay, they're different. Cool. I think we're ready to start building. Let's adjust the tempo here. Somehow we got onto pattern 2 for group A. I may have accidentally committed a scene. All right, let's try this. How do I go down an octave again? There we go. That's pretty cool. Let's record that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a neat sound. Speaking of sound, let's go in here and adjust the envelope. That's better. Okay, we're clearly ready to throw in a melody here. Now what I'm actually thinking right here is that I want this lead to be in a different group. So if we utilize any of the side chaining features, then we can actually, have the bass side chained and the melody not. Because when you side chain something, it basically applies to a whole group as far as I understand it. So this is sound 70. So what we're going to do is go to group C, and then right here, oh, I could just hold sound and then type 70. Yeah, cool. That's cool. Let's record that in. We're going to go for 8 measures. So I hit record, and then we hit length up to 8 measures. And I guess let's just try this. Okay. Stop. Okay. Let's go into our chord sound here, and I want to make it really like snappy. And we're also going to do that for for this sound right here. Or maybe this applies to the whole group. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure how the effects work yet. I really just want to wrap my head around the basics first. And right now, I just want to play something kind of groovy in here. Yeah, okay, cool. How do I set this to a new pattern? How do I like copy this? I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so apparently I hold shift and then double press C, and then it says navigate to the new pattern, and then paste it. No, that did not do it. I'm so confused. This clearly has the copy and paste icon, right? What am I missing here? Maybe I have to be in main. Maybe we'll try that. Copy. Pattern. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. Yay, I figured it out. Okay. All right, today's video might just be like one loop of music. That's okay, I guess. Let's go back to pattern 2. Actually, no, we'll stay on pattern 3. And let's play with these chords here. All right, sure, we'll just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's groovy. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we're jamming now. I want more bass. Okay. Let's try to send the kick drum, or make the kick drum, sorry, a sidechain source. So for that, we go Shift, Output, plus sidechain. We want to sidechain everything in group B. And then the sidechain source is just going to be pad, or this pad right here, our kick drum. Maybe I don't need it. Let's try to sidechain the melody. Kind of goofy. This might not be the right pattern to sidechain, but that's how it works. It's really easy. I quite like it, actually. And you can have multiple sources for sidechain too. Unfortunately, it does apply to everything in a group, though. So that's whatever, I guess. Let's take the sound right here. That's sound number 68. We're going to put that in somewhere on group C. So right here, 6, 8. Oh yeah. This is kind of fun. As frustrating as this thing is, it's also pretty neat. Yeah, that's neat. Sound or shift and edit. Sound. We're gonna make this. Oh, I have to use the knob right here. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we're gonna get some cool ass sounds from this. All right, let's do this. Shift and play is start from the beginning. Okay, I don't love that one. Right here. How do I just erase this? Oh, just like that. Okay. Maybe we don't need an extra one in there. Let's take from the top. That's fine. Haha. I should have put those in a new pattern in group C, but that's okay. Actually, really quick, let's see how fast I remember how to copy and paste patterns. Main, Shift, C. Pattern, C3, paste. There we go. Then we'll go back to C2, and we can erase track. Yeah. So now C2 should just be the melody. Yeah. Can we change two patterns at once? Yes. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm slowly figuring it out. I think I do like it. I think once the shortcuts become a bit more familiar, and in classic teenage engineering form, things are kind of scattered all over the place that at first appear nonsensical, and I still think they might actually be nonsensical, but I'm going to reserve judgment until I've learned it even further. That's what this video was all about, and I actually kind of like the miniature little melody we came up with. I'm going to keep this on here, and we will continue working on it. Who knows, maybe in Friday's video. I'm actually filming this on Wednesday, on the day that you're watching this. If not, we'll continue it next week for sure. In the meantime, I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, please go ahead and leave a like on it. If not, you know where that big old thumbs down is. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so very much for watching. Thanks for being here. We've had a ton of new viewers and subscribers lately, so just a big thank you for that. It's been really fun to watch, and can't wait to make more content on the KO2 and so many other awesome pieces of gear. We'll see you next time. Bye.